Last Saturday, from the Cow Palace, the New Japan Pro Wrestling G1 special in San Francisco saw a major angle take place when Tama Tonga, Tangaloa, and their father, King Haku. I like that they're still putting King in front of Haku's name. He's still the king. King Haku attacked Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. Not only that, they turned on Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi in the process. We've got the latest comments from Tama Tonga. He sat down for an interview with Sports Illustrated, and we've got the highlights here. But before we get to that, I just want to thank everybody who has subscribed to this YouTube channel. We're just waiting for YouTube to get back to us with our YouTube partner application approval. So thank you, everybody. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button to make sure you're not missing out on any news or reports from Spoiler-Free Wrestling. Okay, so Tama Tonga sat down with Sports Illustrated to go over the events from Saturday night in the Cow Palace. And when asked about when the decision was made for the firing squad to attack the Elite, Tama said, "This has been a long time coming. Kenny Omega started a subgroup, the Elite, within Bullet Club. No one is the head of Bullet Club. No one has been, and we had a self-proclaimed leader focusing on his own super clique or whatever else nerd-ass name it's called. This war was sparked the moment the Elite was formed." Now, this isn't anything new that Tama Tonga has said. He raised these concerns almost from the beginning. When you go back to the G1 last summer, Tama Tonga and Kenny Omega were in the same group, which they are again this year. Later in this video, we'll talk about their match coming up. So before Tama Tonga and Kenny Omega met last year in the G1, Kenny Omega was in all the media rooms talking about how he didn't like that Omega and the Bucks have formed this Elite group. He said there's no Elite, there's just Bullet Club. And so Tama Tonga's dissension with Kenny Omega, in particular, I think he seems to focus on Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. This is something that goes back a long time. And the first hints that were dropped of this feud that we now have was almost a year ago. So when asked who made the call for the attack to take place at the G1 special in San Francisco, Josh Barnett and Jim Ross speculated that it might have been Haku on commentary, but it was actually revealed in a YouTube video the Gorillas of Destiny posted that it was Bad Luck Fale who was the one who called Tama Tonga and Tangaloa and Haku to tell them that Saturday night was the night that they would finally turn on the Elite. So Tonga would continue in this interview to talk about the differences between the New Japan Pro Wrestling Bullet Club and the Ring of Honor Bullet Club, or the Japanese contingent of Bullet Club, or the Americanized version of Bullet Club. A lot of Bullet Club fans, while of course there are a lot of fans of the Elite and the Being the Elite series, of course All In sold out, but there have been a lot of Bullet Club fans who sort of feel that this new incarnation of the group, which has existed since AJ Styles and Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows left, a lot of people find this new Bullet Club with Omega and the Bucks and Skrull and Cody, they find it a little bit too silly, like it's too comedy focused, whereas the old Bullet Club wasn't quite like that, although they were still kind of funny. So Tonga said, "I am not the leader of Bullet Club." Oh wait, that's the wrong quote. "Rank is how Japan is run, and that's how Bullet Club, true Bullet Club, is run. Not egotistical clowns running around shouting, 'Look at me!' True Bullet Club is discipline and order." Tonga would go on to talk further about how it was the Bullet Club in Japan that had been pushed to the back burner. He also said that if Takahashi and Chase Owens had not hesitated to join in the beatdown on Saturday night, that they would have been brought into the firing squad as well. However, they didn't. It is notable that Tama Tonga and the firing squad didn't let Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi know ahead of time that they would be attacking the Elite. So there's that too. So Tonga said, the ones putting in the work day in and day out in Japan, we were cast away, said Tonga. We tried, over time, to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it kept getting worse. The ideals of Bullet Club working together, being a team, and watching each other's backs was no longer what we stood for. We were a divided club. It was just too much to ignore. Now, on the point of being a divided club, Cody and Kenny Omega buried the hatchet after their match. Cody turned on the firing squad and tried to attack them with chairs, but he was outnumbered. So Tama Tonga also had this to say regarding the hierarchy of Bullet Club. He said, I am not the leader of Bullet Club. Fale, me, and Loa, we are the leaders of Bullet Club and anyone that's with us. We are not Firing Squad. We are Bullet Club, the Bullet Club. Firing Squad only arrives when there is bull, bleep, and betrayal. So Tama Tonga, this is a very important time in the career of Tama Tonga. He's just been thrust into a major angle now where conceivably he could end up with an IWGP Heavyweight Championship opportunity if he can beat Kenny Omega in the round robin of the G1. Of course, the same goes for anybody who beats Kenny Omega in the G1, but now that Tonga and Kenny Omega are on opposite sides of a rivalry, the possibility of Tonga challenging Omega for the title is very real. Now, in the round robin, they meet a week from Saturday on July 21st. The tournament will be a week old at that point, and Tama Tonga and Kenny Omega will meet one-on-one. The final night of the round robin, Kenny Omega will meet Kota Ibushi for the first time in 10 years since they met in DDT. So with the G1 Climax 28 coming up, we'll have all the coverage that you need to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Just make sure you've hit that subscribe button to make sure you're not missing out on any news or reports. So thanks again, everybody, for all your support. I'm the Guy from Spoiler Free Wrestling.